So today I'm going to explain a great movie of Doraemon whose name is Nobita's New Dinosaur. In the starting of the movie, we are shown Nobita, Shizuka, Jian and Sunio who are watching dinosaurs in the theme park. Then the dinosaur comes behind Nobita, seeing which Nobita starts running away in fear and collides with the wall. Seeing which, Jian and the rest start laughing because this is a theme park. After which they start looking for fossils where Jian finds a fossil. Then a researcher tells about some dinosaurs of Japan. Then Nobita brings a stone which was a fossil according to him. But it turns out to be a normal stone. So again Jian and Sunio make fun of him. Seeing this, Nobita says that he will find a real dinosaur and bring it. Hearing this, everyone around him starts laughing, on which Nobita betting says that if he does not find the dinosaur, he will eat peanuts from his eyes. He says this and leaves from there in anger. Then his foot hits a stone and he falls. Then as soon as he is distracted by the stone, he immediately gets up and also picks up the stone and runs to his house screaming, "Doraemon!" In the next scene, we see Doraemon laughing loudly because Nobita asks for a time cloth from Doraemon to confirm whether it is an egg or not. First, Doraemon refuses, then Nobita convinces him, and they tie that stone in the time cloth and leave it like till evening. But it is of no use. Then Nobita keeps it with him while sleeping at night, and when his eyes open in the morning, the time cloth starts moving, and Nobita picks up Doraemon with joy and opens the time cloth in fear, which really had an egg inside, which breaks at the same time. A pink dinosaur comes out of it in a while, which makes him very happy. Then Nobita's eyes fall on the egg, which had another green dinosaur, which Nobita happily picks up in his hand, but he does not understand of which generation it is. So Doraemon looks for it in the encyclopedia, but finds nothing. Hearing this, Nobita happily names it as Q and Mew. Then he decides that until they grow up, they will stay with him. In the next scene, we see Nobita feeding Q and Mew, where Mew eats everything happily, but Q was not eaten. Then Nobita tries to feed him a lot of things, but he doesn't eat anything. Because of this, Nobita gets upset and lies down, on which Doraemon tells him that before feeding him, you should read a little bit about him. That's why Nobita reads about the dinosaur the next day. But when he doesn't find anything, he goes to the researcher and asks, "What do flying dinosaurs eat?" On which the researcher tells him, "Fishes." That's why at night Nobita feeds Q with fishes, and which Q eats with a lot of love. Seeing this, Nobita gets happy, but that night Q gets sick. Nobita gets worried because of this. Then Doraemon gives him medicine with the help of Gadget. After this, Nobita puts Q to sleep near him instead of putting him in the box. Then the next morning, when his eyes open, he sees that Q is completely cured. Then we see Nobita doing somersault in the sports class, but he fails badly. After school, Nobita runs to his house, where Mew was gliding, and when Q tries to do the same, he falls. Then Nobita thinks that he will glide after a few days, but now he can't keep them in the room. So Doraemon takes out a 3D model set which they could make bigger or smaller as per their wish. Then Doraemon and Nobita together, with the help of a 3D camera, they put the necessary things outside the river so that Q and Mew can live properly. Many days passed like this, and slowly Q and Mew also started growing. After some days, we see Nobita doing somersault in the park, and he fails this time also. Then Jian and Sunio come and say that today they will come to his house to see the dinosaurs. If he doesn't have dinosaurs, then he will have to eat peanuts from his eyes. After that, Nobita sees a park and makes a 3D model of it, and when he reaches home, he puts it in the model set. Then he tries to make Q glide with the help of slide, but he again fails. Then Nobita and Doraemon notice that Q's tail is smaller than Mew's tail, and they also have a height difference. In a little while, Jian, Sunio, and Shizuka arrive there. Now, when they see the real dinosaurs, they start screaming in fear. Hearing the noise from Nobita's room, her mom went to his room. Seeing this, Doraemon quickly makes a circle on the roof with the help of a space-moving crayon and makes the other circle around the dinosaur. At the right time, the dinosaurs teleport and reach the roof, and Mom goes there. Then he notices the crowd outside his house who were watching the dinosaurs. Seeing this, Doraemon brings them down quickly. In the next scene, we see them all in the model set, where due to today's incident, Nobita realizes that now he can't keep Q and Mew with him anymore. So Doraemon decides that he will leave them in their time the next day. So the next day, everyone gets ready and starts going 60 million years past from the time machine, where the time machine starts shaking on the way, but everything gets fine in a short time. When they reach the destination, Doraemon gives everyone a special suit before getting off, because the temperature and oxygen level at that time was according to the dinosaurs. After wearing which, they all go out, where there was a very big jungle. Seeing this, Nobita takes out Q and Mew out of model set and put the model set back in the bag. Then Doraemon gives everybody multifunctional scarf, and they start searching the family of Q and Mew. In the way, they got shocked to see Stegosaurus because they were extinct 100 million years ago. Then Nobita remembers that when the time machine was shaking, his hand touched the sensor. Maybe that's why they have come to Jurassic period. Jian gets very angry when he hears this. Suddenly, a dinosaur starts chasing them, which is why they start running towards the time machine. Nobita and Q were very far behind, and while crossing a river, Nobita drops the model set, but he leaves it and runs with Q and reaches the time machine. And they reach at the right time and start their work by flying with the help of a bamboo copter. But after a long time, when they don't get anything, Doraemon uses his gadget to light up the dinosaurs' footprints like Q, and everyone starts moving towards him. Then the scene cuts and comes to a lab where a monkey was keeping an eye on them all and was giving all the information to a woman. On the other hand, when they move forward, Q feels something strange, and when Nobita looks back, a lot of Petrosaurus coming behind him. Seeing this, they get very scared, but Petrosaurus move ahead without doing anything to them. So Doraemon asks everyone to get down quickly. Then Nobita notices about 10 times bigger Petrosaurus in the sky. When they get down, there were also footprints shining. Then suddenly a Dinosaurus attacks there, but everyone starts running again. Then Doraemon uses his partner Chocolate, but his chocolate gets eaten by the raccoon, on which Jian takes the chocolate and throws it in the Tyrannosaurus' mouth. Then his Tyrannosaurus tail and teeth come out, after which everyone takes a chocolate and goes to find their soulmate dinosaur. Then Sunio makes Triceratops his soulmate. Then Shizuka makes Mew her soulmate dinosaur. Nobita makes Q. After which Shizuka and Mew could fly, but Nobita and Q were having a small tail, so they fall. Then after a while, they start moving forward, having fun. But after a while, they go to a river and the footprints disappear. That's why Jian says that we have to separate and find them. That's why Doraemon gives them 2 more chocolates. Then both of them go ahead with their dinosaur, where they find dinosaur bones on the way. There we see that monkey who becomes a bat and goes to the cave, which Jian and Sunio also sees. And they leave the 2 dinosaurs outside and go inside alone, where they find out that there is 3D space inside and there are many dinosaurs trapped inside. Then 2 dinosaurs follow them, and Jian and Sunio start running to save themselves. Then Monkey becomes a human and shoots them both and makes them unconscious. On the other side, Doraemon and the rest of the team were busy with their work. Then a big Petrosaurus comes and attacks them. They all fly away, but Q gets stuck there. But he jumps into the trench to save his life. He glides for a while, but suddenly starts falling down. Nobita tries to help him, but they both fall into the river due to the heavy weight. Plesiosaurus helps them. Then we see Jian and Sunyu in a submarine. Jian and Sunyu were seen who were locked in jail and dangerous dinosaurs were guarding the jail. That's why Jian thinks of using the chocolate, and after the scene is cut and comes on Nobita and Q, and they were on the river bank. When they move forward, then Doraemon and Shizuka come there looking for Nobita, after which they all started moving together. That's when Q runs away from them and goes into a tunnel. But Nobita notices that Q is behind him. He goes to the other side of the tunnel, where he sees many dinosaurs like Q and Mew flying. Mew sees them and glides with them and meets them. But Q didn't know how to fly, so he slowly starts flying near everyone. So the leader of the group scratches him. Then Nobita understands that Q can't fly. After freeing from jail, Jian and Sunyo hearing the conversation of Jill and Nethila, where she says that if this is the same day, then we have to leave from here today, and those children must also, and if they will not leave, they will be killed. Hearing this, Jian and Sunyo get worried. That's when Jill goes from there by converting into bat, and on seeing the opportunity, Jian and Sunyo start investigating his room, where he is given a map of that island on which the dinosaurs used to live. Seeing which, he gets very shocked. In the next scene, we see Nobita practicing with Q so that he can join the group. At that time, Q gets hurt a lot and he falls down, on which Nobita tells him to stand up again. But Q gets upset and scratches Nobita and runs away, which makes Nobita angry. In the next scene, we see Shizuka trying to convince Nobita so that he can go back to Q, and she succeeds in that, but Nobita runs to Q, who was practicing. Nobita doesn't say anything to him and starts to do somersault with the help of a tree nearby. He also falls many times in this, but Q gets motivated and starts practicing again. They both fall many times and finally get tired and lie down there. Then Nobita tells Q that he loves him very much. Then they promise that they will complete their challenge. But then many broken stars start coming there, and also the earthquake also starts coming. Then all his friends come to Nobita. Then Doraemon says that this is the last day of the earthquake, because 60 million years ago, dinosaurs were extinct. Hearing this, Nobita asks to help Q and Mew, to whom Doraemon tells that he can't change the history. In anger, Nobita forcefully takes out the Durst clock from Doraemon's pocket and starts using it. Then Time Patrol comes there, and we get to know that Jill and Nethila are their officers who keep an eye that no one should interfere with history. But still Nobita doesn't agree, so she ties him up with the Time Patrol. Q sees the man and he immediately starts attacking those officers. As soon as Jill sees this, he tells Nethila that we should give them a chance because they want to save the remaining dinosaurs. So, because of Jill, Time Patrol goes back. Then Jian and Sunyo, showing them the place there, tell that this is the same model set which fell into the water 100 million years ago, and it grew because of nature, and now it has become like this. Look at this, Doraemon says that then we can control the temperature and weather of this place with the help of remote. That's why we have to bring the dinosaur inside it. Then Doraemon takes out a space-moving crayon and gives it to Shizuka and asks Jian and Sunyo to bring the dinosaur inside. After that, everyone starts working. Doraemon was covering the model set with the help of other crayons. Then the big Petrosaurus attacks them, due to which Doraemon attacks Petrosaurus with the help of air gun by giving crayon to Nobita. On the other hand, to help Jian and Sunyo, his dinosaurs come, Then we see that the air gun has no effect on the Petrosaurus. So Doraemon tries to take out Small Lad. In the meantime, Petrosaurus swing touches the Doraemon and he falls down and becomes unconscious. Then Petrosaurus follows Nobita and the bamboo copter of Nobita falls and he was about to fall but Q jumps from the cliff and was remembering all the moments he has spent with Nobita. He falls again this time, but as soon as he was about to hit the ground, he flaps his wing and somehow saves Nobita from falling. Seeing this, Petrosaurus starts to fly together and he also follows him. Then Doraemon also flies away and makes him very small with the help of Small Light. And Doraemon increases the size of the crayon and asks Nobita to complete the circle. On the other side, Jian, Sunio and Shizuka had completed their work at the right time, and at the right time all dinosaurs reach the circle, after which Q is also included in the group. Jill tells that dinosaurs are not dead, but they are evolution in which they learned to flip the glides for survival and they slowly became birds. After this, Nobita and the rest say bye to all the dinosaurs and leave, and here this movie ends. Thank you for watching the video till the end. Which part of the video did you like the most? Do tell us in the comments. Like the video and don't forget to share it. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.